Part 3. Heal Mental Blockages. Section 1. Staying aware. When you spend the majority of your time in your head, thinking about what you have to do in a future moment, or perhaps reminiscing about the past, this may feel like an intense aliveness. Thinking is often associated with intelligence, but the mind is simply a tool, and one that we've been misusing for far too long. When you live in the mind solely, this cuts you off from your body, from your true essence. It's not that thinking is bad or wrong. In fact, thinking is an automatic function that you cannot shut off. But when you start to identify with your thoughts and start to view your judgments about yourself as truths about who you really are, this always results in suffering. The same goes for projections cast onto other people, events, circumstances, or things. The mind is a master problem solver. But as with everything in this dualistic world, it's also a problem generator. When you view the world only from your mind, attaching to the labels you give yourself to create an identity, inevitably, there will always be something wrong for you to focus on. The ego in particular, your sense of individuated self, will always seek to separate itself from the world around you in order to protect itself. The insatiable and highly unstable ego fears its own death and thus attacks other egos to build itself up so it can stay alive and sovereign. Identifying with the story your ego loves to invent in order to preserve itself actually puts you into a state of deep unconsciousness. When you choose to feed the mind incessantly by attaching to any passing thought, you create blockages within your energetic body that make it difficult for your vital energy to flow freely. This may seem to create a sense of power or control, but in truth only keeps you stuck in a state of separation, disconnected from your true power, which always must be witnessed with your consciousness, not through the veil of thought. When looking at the world through the lens of the ego, you will never see the greater truth, that all is one. Thoughts are simply that, thoughts. Sometimes they are passing judgments about our external reality that serve no other purpose than to protect the physical body. As receivers of light and information from source consciousness, it is our duty to learn how to master the mind, to learn how to use it as a tool to receive higher dimensional information, to bring the light of God into this world and create heaven on earth now.